that will be performing has put together a fantastic kind of tribute to the jazz genre. It's really the Quarry is so much his house. When I started volunteering here, he was actually performing here as well, building the audience and making this a cultural destination. And so he is a nationally recognized spoken word artist, but he is also a very dear friend of the Quarry who we respect and appreciate. So I'm going to turn this over to one of my partners in producing Friday Jazz at the Quarry. One of them is Tony Carpenter, who is not here right now. The other is our illustrious performer in his own right, Mr. Lucius Bell Jr. So welcome, Lucius, to the microphone. And let's get on with the evening. Thank you so much for coming.
You know, it's always a knockout to have folks here at the Quarry. I mean, every Friday night we've been doing this, and it's been really good. So thank you all for coming. This is it. So when you think about what's happening at the Quarry, when you're thinking about what you need to do on a Friday night, the Quarry is that thing. And you got to know that what Yvette was saying about us acquiring the Quarry and making it happen here, this was her vision, to be able to have South Shore with something that was going to be a jewel in the neighborhood. And as you can tell, we are developing and we're moving through a variety of obstacles, but we got this as a vision for South Shore. One of the first times that South Shore has come up in a very long time with a supper club, a jazz supper club in Chicago. You dig that? And you all are making that happen. So thank you, Yvette, for your vision and for you all making the Quarry happen at least on Friday night. And so we got a few things that are very, very hip tonight. I'm going to tell you about who's coming up. But one of the things that you should know, when you came through the door, you might have noticed that you walked through a hallway with pictures on the side. And this is our brand new gallery. That gallery has been up maybe 4 weeks now, 3 or 4 weeks. And it was put together by Lisa Dawn Taylor, who is a fantastic artist and curator in her own right. And all of the pieces that are there are by Black artists. But one of the pieces, and if you hadn't noticed it, one of the pieces is of Barack Obama. It's a black piece in a frame in a box right there, just right outside the door. And the piece is so well done and so phenomenal. The artist, Milton Brown, did that piece, and it was seen before it came here. It was seen by people who were part of the Barack Obama Foundation, and they said that they wanted it to be a permanent exhibit in Barack Obama's library when it comes here to Chicago. You got to give it up for Milton Brown. And Milton has always been here, and he might be coming through the, is he here? Oh, yeah, my man. That's it. You didn't let me down again. Back on the set again. Yes, thanks, sir. Man. Yes, so you all make sure that you see that piece and then holler at Milton when you pass by and let him know how appreciative you are. We've got the next weeks coming up, the weeks going on in January and in February. We've got a few people that are coming through, and you should know that the sax preacher is coming by. Julia Huff has been here. Sax Preacher has been here as well and had a real nice show. This was maybe, 3 weeks ago. The Sax Preacher was here and did a really nice show. Julia Huff is one of the darling singers of Chicago. She's got it going on in R&B and in jazz and in stage presence too. So you come through and hear Julia Huff right here. And Bruce Henry is one of the baddest vocalists in Chicago, and he's going to be here. My buddy, this cat is just phenomenal. So if you have not heard a Chicago or even a male singer throughout the country that you just really fell for, just come here and see Bruce Henry. You would really dig him. And then my boy is coming through, Ed Doherty. Ed has been here before, a couple of times as a matter of fact, and Ed is one of Chicago's premier saxophone players. So you got to make sure that you come back to the Quarry, because that's what's going to be happening. But for tonight, we've got some of the baddest cats that we've always had. Every time we show up, The bandstand is full of bad Chicago bad musicians, bad brothers. They just turn it out every time. And these cats are no exception. This is David and Ty and Brandon, who are going to be accompanying tonight's stars, and the brother will introduce them to you, but I want to introduce him to you, and this is the headliner. And I asked him a little bit about himself, because this is the first time that I've heard him. I've heard about his reputation, and I've heard people talking about him, but for the most part, this is his first show here under the auspices of Real Men Charities here at the Quarry, I guess. And he had been here before, and he's got a long-standing relationship with Yvette. But this is the first time that he's come through here. We're really happy to have him. And he's a poet. And you gotta know that I didn't get concerned at all about the fact that we generally have instrumentalists who come through here and play. And these are cats who come and blow saxophones, horns, singers. But to have a poet is a little different, but it's not. You got to know, in the realm of black art, right, improvisation is the key.
That's right.
And that's whether you are blowing, singing, playing drums, or making poetry.
That's right.
And so this whole concept of what he's going to bring us tonight, connected to jazz, is going to be very consistent with what we do here at the Quarry. And I asked him about himself, about some stuff that he wanted me to say, and this is what he gave me. And I really want to, I borrowed somebody's glasses too, but I can see just a little bit better. But this is our featured entertainer tonight. He's got over 25 years in the entertainment industry. 6-time National Poet Award winner. 6-time. 4-time Spoken Word Magazine Award winner. 5-time Chicago Music Award winner. 2-time Duchek Humanitarian Award winner. 2018 Langston Hughes Award winner. 2017 Game Changer Award winner. 2016 Icon Award winner. He's got 25 released albums and DVDs, and he is a 5-time published author. You gotta know that this brother, who is the CEO and founder of POET, established in 1980, is really an addition to what it is that we do here at the Quarry. So please join me in welcoming Brother Blaq Ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing this evening?
Yeah.
I said, how's everyone doing this evening?
All right. All right.
That's what I like to hear right there. We are in Chicago. We are live at the Quarry. Beautiful establishment, beautiful people. I go by the name of Blaq Ice, and I got a story to tell. We're going to do it with a little bit of jazz in the background. But we got a serious situation going on in our country right now.
Yeah.
I just want to talk to y'all about it. It's called Why. I don't know about y'all, but I'm from Chicago.
Okay. All right.
I came here so you can talk to me. As a matter of fact, close your eyes, let our souls connect, and just take a spiritual walk with me. Because we gotta ask ourselves some questions. These problems need solutions. So break out your pen and pad and take notes, because tonight, at Jazz Night at the Quarry, Blaq Ice is offering lessons. Tell me, why is it that freedom ain't free? And why is it that although our eyes are wide open, there's some things that we still can't see? See, y'all, this war is spiritual. And since words are spirits, I'm coming lyrical. And since ignorance is a killer, that's serial. This material is a blessing. No, matter of fact, it's a miracle. Tell me, why is it that most of our lives we just labor, sweat, and toil? And while brothers out there killing brothers over dope, We got governments killing people over soil. And we got governments killing people over oil. Tell me, why is it that tobacco companies are just not now telling you that in that stick, it was cancer, emphysema, and asthma? Maybe because it was death that they were selling you. And in Africa, I'm confused because the blood that they used and transfused had AIDS in it. And I want to go to church and pray my sins away. But the same ones trying to dip me in water, they need to bathe in it. And although as a young man, I broke a lot of rules, but I kept my 2 sons in the public because it's just too much sex education in Catholic school. Ain't that something, how they can molest little boys and take away their innocence, and it's not even viewed as a crime? Because the only punishment they got was to step down from the priesthood when you know you should be serving jail time. The double standard of this nation confounds me. Now, if that had been me in Florida, killing a teen in a hoodie, your boy would be like Blagojevich locked up in a county. And that incident that happened on 9/11 was more than a coincidence. Yeah. Remember, it was this nation that separated God from state. And now these politicians want to pray? They ain't nothing but just a bunch of hypocrites. And how can you justify killing an unarmed man who told you more than 11 times that he couldn't breathe? Or a man with his hands up and no guns? And since we paying these police officers with our tax dollars, seems like we just paying some of these cops just to kill our sons. And who would have thought? They're going to church on a Wednesday night Bible class that the person sitting next to you could hurt you. But in South Carolina, this man killed 9 black people. I guess it's safe to say that the devil goes to church too. And I know what y'all saying, Black Ice, this is jazz night. And what y'all saying is a little bit too deep, and I truly understand. But when they start killing our sisters in police stations, sometimes we gotta stand up and say something. Hashtag Sandra Blaq.
Yeah.
And y'all really want to change the gun laws, right?
Yeah.
I said y'all really want to change the gun laws, right?
Yeah.
But here's my advice. Let 1 million black men go out there and buy all AR-15s and watch the gun laws change overnight.
Yeah. Okay.
In my conclusion, I want to tell y'all a story. See, one day truth and a lie been swimming together. Y'all didn't hear me. I said one day truth and a lie been swimming together. And when lie saw truth in the water naked, lie went and put on truth's clothing and said bye. And now y'all know what we got? Brothers and sisters, what we got is a naked truth, and he's trying to catch up with the well-dressed lie.
Okay.
And I want to thank y'all for inviting me to the Quarry tonight.
Yeah.
And there's only one thing left for me to say. Brothers and sisters, it's not a shame to be ignorant. It's just a damn shame to stay that way.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
If we can't tell the truth, what can we talk about? Entertainment is good and it's beautiful. But sometimes we have a ministry in our music also at the same time. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like my man